So, welcome to Travel Tuesdays Happy Hour. I'm glad to have my guest. Tell us who you are and what do you do?
Well, hello. Thank you for having me. I'm Sabine LaRouge, and I work for import-export company. So I'm basically in the logistics business. So we import and export shipments in and
Okay.
out of the country. And what was the other question?
What, well, you said what do you do? So, let's get right
Mhm.
into it. So, what got you into traveling in the first place?
Well, travel was always one of my things because I remember growing up in Haiti when my dad was around. I wasn't allowed to go out like kids are doing nowadays, so I was always in the house. So I'm always dreaming of other places, how they would like, how things are, how people are. So I'm into cultures a whole lot.
Hmm.
And when I get older, I'm always fascinated about going places and figure out. I'm the type of person who will go somewhere, let's go try it, let's go do it. Why not? Although
Nice,
I'm afraid of
nice.
heights, but I will try some stuff.
Okay, okay, that's
So, and I
awesome.
start since high school. I wasn't traveling outside the country as much because I couldn't afford it. That was like, I would go to Boston, I would go to Philadelphia. I'm always in Canada constantly. I even
Hmm.
drive to Miami like a couple of times. And I was like 19, 20 years old.
Wow,
So
wow.
it's it's always a thing for me. And I also enjoy road trips. I even went on trips all by myself. Actually, most of my trips were by myself, but I'm meeting like family members or friends, whatever countries. But my last trip, which was like a big deal to me, it was I went by myself to DR. Mind you, I do not speak a word of
What?
Spanish.
Well, you don't have to. There's Haitians all over DR, so you
Exactly.
good.
But you know what? They see me, they don't think that I'm Haitian. So I had to tell them that I'm Haitian, and they were like, oh my God, is she really speaking Creole to me right now? I'm like, what?
And you'll be surprised because the people don't, so like they're speaking such fluent Spanish that you look and you're like, all right, well, they're Dominican, but then I go say something in Creole, oh
And they
flemna,
understand.
my
Yes, yes.
haïtien, you know what I
C'est
mean?
ça.
So
And because of that, I was on a resort all by myself, so they helped me. Trust me, they killed me with mad booze. I was
that's not a problem, right?
not at all. But I was like, well, I have to get back to my hotel right now. But it pushes myself to be responsible in a way where you don't have friends to look out for you.
Hmm.
So that's one of the tips. So what I
So
did,
hold on. So you're getting ahead of me. You're getting ahead of me, right?
sorry.
It's all good. I love your excitement. I love your energy. So
Hmm.
like that was how you got into traveling. Like, what keeps you moving? What keeps you wanting to say, all right, I'm gonna go on a road trip?
Excitement.
Because
The whole
excitement.
excitement, the whole idea of learning, a new country. And I'm not afraid to speak whatever the language they speak. And I say thank you or good morning. So I would say randomly to random people. So it's like, wow, and one of the things when I go on trips, I usually go to the museum, learn their history as
Hmm.
well. So you can relate with the Haitian and they always want to find out about you. I love that. So it's always a great excitement and food. I do like seafood mostly. So I make
Okay.
sure there will be a beach for me to go eat seafood, of course.
So, what's been your
And
favorite place to visit so far?
that I need to visit
No, what's your favorite place to visit so far?
Paris. Well, I
Mm.
should say Haiti first because I'm always fascinating every time I go to Haiti. Although I'm from Haiti, but it's like there's little areas that I haven't been. I should say Haiti first. Yes,
Hmm.
which I've been to Port Salut, beautiful.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
also, I'm from Okap, the north side of Haiti. I still don't know much about it. So when
Mm.
I went to Citadel to Palais Sans Souci. They were like, I was amazed. Like literally, it's like wow. And I live here all my life. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you. I mean,
So it's so.
that's how I feel about New York, right? I've grew
Oh,
up in New York, but you learn and explore New York so different
you
as
never
an
get
adult than
tired.
you do as a child. So it's
Yes,
so cool.
yes, yes, yes. And I enjoy Paris. I've been to Paris twice already. I did
Mm.
enjoy it, but my next thing, if I'm gonna go, I want to do other. parts of Europe instead of Paris. So,
Okay.
and I would definitely do the countryside of Paris, not like, I mean, France, not the whole city. I want to do the outside, Bordeaux
Yeah.
and all, go drink
Yeah,
wine,
because I went
country.
to I think I did where did we go? I did a Mediterranean cruise where we ended up one of our ports
Mm,
was in Paris. So that
yes,
was kind of cool. That was kind of
that
cool.
should be cool because you get to hit all the little countries around there. I have a
Yep,
friend who
yep.
did that. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was really amazing because we went Spain. We did Barcelona, Spain. We did I can't remember the name of the city in France. Um, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come to me. Marseille.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Marseille.
went to Marseille, and
Oh,
then we
nice.
did we did Genoa, Italy, Civitavecchia, Italy.
Mm.
We did Sicily, and then we did Malta, and then came back to Spain. So it
I
was
met some
really so.
people. I met some people from Malta last time I was in Colombia. It's like we were on the boat, right? And they were talking some kind of language. I'm like, that's not Spanish. I
Mm.
never heard this kind of language. So I went over and asked them, like, what is it that you guys are speaking? It sounds really nice. And they were like, they from Malta. It's like, I don't think I ever heard of that either. And it's like, the way, mind you, where they came from to end up in Colombia, it's like you take a plane here, plane there, do this, do that. I was like,
Oh yeah,
wow.
oh yeah, yeah. It's a plane every stop along the way just to get to
Yeah.
Colombia. So yeah,
But,
so yeah.
but they were gorgeous people. I was like, wow. They
Well,
look
you're
different.
gorgeous.
They,
You're gorgeous yourself. So don't
thank you. Oh,
you know
absolutely.
you,
Lord.
you know you got that glow. You know what I'm saying? You got look, and when she step into that natural light, oh,
The lipstick is called Flat Out Fabulous.
oh, there you go, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I can't.
And look, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. She was super shy about getting on here, so I really
She is right
appreciate you.
here. Did
No,
you
I'm talking
know?
about you. I'm talking about
Oh,
you. You were like,
oh,
I
my
don't have
bad.
anything to talk about, and look at you. Really enjoying yourself.
I'm sorry.
So,
I get camera shy. I'm not one of those people who will get on. Even
mhm.
if I'm drunk, I won't do it.
Okay, where's your
But
drink? Where's
it's
your wine? You were
the
supposed to
wine is
bring
right
wine to the
here.
table. Oh, what kind of wine are you drinking?
I have no idea. It's GJ Lice wine. I forgot to bring my
Okay.
own. Stella, what is it? Stella Rosa Black.
Okay, was that a red dry or just a sweet red?
It's a sweet, yeah, which I don't even do sweet, so I have no choice. Oh, you got Tito's there. But anywho,
Okay, so what would be, let's say, your top 5 countries to visit that you haven't been to already?
I haven't been. Spain
Hmm.
was on my list until COVID came and messed that up.
Oh, that's a whole
Definitely
nother
Bali.
conversation. Hmm.
Yes, definitely Bali. And Venice. Venice.
Venice, Italy.
Yes.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Top 5, right? Definitely what's the part of Africa where had all the slaves?
There's a lot. So
Yeah, there's a
Ghana
lot. There's
or
one. They have the door to no return. I can't.
Ghana,
No, Senegal.
Senegal. Okay, Senegal.
Big
Okay,
time. I
okay.
already know if once I get there, I'm gonna start crying because it's just because when I went to Citadel, I was feeling some other way.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You can
I've
feel the
yet to.
ancestors there.
I haven't been to Citadel yet, so I need to
Oh,
make that trip.
it's a whole. You need a whole day for that.
Oh really?
Your whole day because you picturing the length of that mountain and these people are carrying rocks, water, all kind of stuff to bring upstairs.
Mm. Wow,
Whew,
that's crazy. Yeah, because
it's different.
we went to I went to Ghana this past Christmas, New Year's break, and we went to
Mhm.
one of the castles where they kind of like held the slaves to put them on the ships to go back, and so
Yep.
to be shipped over to the Atlantic slave trade, and that was a surreal experience because you think
Oh
about it,
yeah.
you're walking through this castle, and there's sections for the men slaves, sections for the women slaves. They tell the stories about what they did to these slaves
Oh
while they
yeah.
were there, and it's
It's
tragic.
terrible.
and there's multiple areas within Ghana leading up to that, if you did that whole slave path, you probably you would come back with a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the same thing I tell people whenever they go to Haiti. Like, if you really open your mind, you go to Haiti, what you think of it is not what it is, and you're going to come back as a completely different person. Like, you will see things that you take for granted, like things you're
Mhm.
complaining about, and you see how good you have it here, and you feel like, I always say
So
that I'm sorry, Haiti might be small on the map, but it's a whole lot of world
yes.
once you're in.
So you bring me to a question I really want to ask, and this is something that I've struggled with, right?
Uh-huh.
I've dated Americans, and they're like, "Oh, I want to visit Haiti," and I was like, "Are you sure you want to visit Haiti?" Not because it's a bad place to visit, but it's like when I go visit, we're staying at my dad's house, so there's no air
Mhm.
conditioning, there's no electricity, there's no running water,
Can they
right?
deal with yes?
And I was like, can you deal with that? Or are we going to do like a hotel? Right. I mean, we're going to do the hotel, then cool. But then they were like, I want to experience it how you experience it. And I'm
Oh,
like, everybody's not ready for that lifestyle.
but
Okay.
you know what? You never know. You might be surprised. If
You,
if the person is
yeah,
open minded, trust me. I've been
but
in a
listen,
situation that
you're
I'm
gonna
not used to, and I was way better than everybody.
well, first world issues is different, right? Because when you're talking
Uh-huh.
about third world issues, ou gen moun ki pa kon benyen san se bad luck tombe sou yo.
Tommy Suyo, that's true.
You know what I mean?
And
I
then
mean,
they're not used to cold water in Haiti. The
yeah,
water is so cold.
they're not used to getting water out of a storage bin to
Out of
put it on
bucket,
you.
yes.
Out of a bucket. There's no open and closing refrigerator all day. You know what I mean?
But
Um,
it's not. See, I
it's
don't
not
mind.
everywhere. It's not everywhere, right?
I'll
It's
take.
just.
See, this is the best way for someone to know you. If
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be with me, you really into me, you want to know me, you have to know my roots, where I came from, who am I today. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I didn't come out and boom, I'm this hot chick. It's because I've been, I find myself, and trust
Right.
me, and I'm always a Haitian woman from, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I don't mind. You want to experience it? I would experience it too.
Mm-hmm.
I bathe in bucket. I run around naked in people's house. Baby. I love the idea of and be free. And it's always one of
Mm-hmm.
my things. So
Right.
I'll
Right.
take. I always invite people. I was just telling DJ La, next time I'm going to Haiti, make sure you're ready to come. I get
Yep.
your stuff situated. I don't think
Get
it will be a problem for her, but it's the idea of tasting the food, dealing with the people.
Mm-hmm.
We can do deep root stuff, or we can
Right.
go
Right.
to the fancy area. I'm
Mm-hmm.
all about all that. Like, I'll eat the griot in the street, although I always get sick, but it's all good sick. Trust me. I walk around with
Okay.
my toilet paper and everything. I'm ready. That's how serious it is. But I'm
Yo,
eating
for real.
everything I see.
Right. See, I've had that. So Haiti was kind of like my deterrent to street food,
Mm-hmm.
except if I know the vendor, right? So I know
Oh,
vendors that I would go to, and so it
yes.
scared me from street food from other countries because the first time I had lamb véritable was on the street, and I was sick for like a week. So it kind of deterred me from like
That's in Haiti or somewhere else?
lamb véritable. I had it's breadfruit.
I
So the
know,
first
but
time I
where
had
did
it
you have it?
in Haiti, in
In
Haiti.
Haiti. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but the thing is, it was from like somebody I didn't even know. So it was like, it was off the street. I wanted it because it looked good as a kid. And my mom was
Mm-hmm.
like, "You sure you want that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I
Ha.
want it." You know?
But
And
sometimes
so,
it's the spice if you're not used to it. Like, let's
right.
if it's been a while and you finally went back, and you sometimes it's the spice, because at one point everything I was eating was like going through me.
Yeah. Well, I was also 6, right? So as a
Oh,
kid,
okay.
you
So you
touching and
haven't been back
tasting.
since then?
Oh, I've been back
Oh,
multiple times since. I was just saying that
okay.
kind of deterred me from street food. But I
Yes.
realized as I got older that I'm missing out on all the real good food because
Oh
a lot
man.
of the good food is on the street.
I
So
did it. it was always my thing because when I was living in Haiti, I couldn't eat it because my dad would not allow us to eat food on the street. So the first time I went back to Haiti, I landed. First thing, I went straight for the grill.
Oh man. Oh man.
I was like, Poppy's not around, so I can do whatever. And trust
That's
me, I
amazing.
was sick. Like, uh,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. I mean, you got to be
That's
careful
another
because
story.
yeah, because you really got to be careful when you travel overseas. The
Oh,
water, you got to be
absolutely.
careful. The juices out of little baggies, you got to be careful. The
The
ice, you
water
got to be
that got me
careful.
sick. I
Yeah,
was so
because
thirsty that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try the water. My goodness.
mm-hmm.
It was like,
Yeah.
imagine we were coming from Port-au-Prince. They were stopping in the middle of the road for me. I was a hot mess.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
Hot
crazy.
mess. Oh, snap. How do I cancel or decline?
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So having had this conversation, like how does being Haitian shaped your way of traveling, right? Like, do
Okay.
you see the world
Sorry.
differently? Do you see the world differently as a Haitian person having had those experiences?
Well, yes, because our culture is it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Like a a true real authentic Haitian. I'm talking about the gum one. They're very
Mm-hmm.
conservative. Like, that
Right.
doesn't mean they don't run loose, but they always like, Tise, I don't do this. Why is she calling so much? Sorry. Why did I say that out loud?
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
So we're very conservative compared to a lot of things, people do here and they're comfortable. You know what I mean? To me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
still like, I don't know. If I
Okay.
want to wear this bathing suit, everything is out, kind of thing. But I'm very open minded, and
Mm-hmm.
when you're into cultures, you like people do things differently, and I think that's what keeps. Um, we might speak different languages, but I think culture and religion might keep people apart, or
Mm-hmm.
language too. But if you open your mind, like, okay, I know not to go and you take off your shoes to eat. I'm gonna take off my shoes to eat because I'm in your house. If
Right,
you eat
right,
with your hands, I'm in your house. You're inviting me over. I'm eating with my hands, licking and
right.
everything.
Yep.
So,
We already know we get to the gristle of the chicken bone.
but
The
yes,
chicken
which I
bone gets
stopped doing
broken
that
down.
because it broke one of my bones. Let's not talk about.
Oh man, you got stories for days, don't you?
You have no idea. I was in pain from
And
chicken bone. So
oh man, oh man. So
yes, we
so
do.
so so it's giving you a perspective of being open to different things, right?
Absolutely.
And not
And
expecting grand, like because I know some people when they go places they expect everything to be like the United States or like where they're from,
as
and sometimes
as for
that's
me,
impossible.
I'll go far away from that. I make sure there's AC. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because I'm gonna be out in the hot sun. I need to cool down a little,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the area safe. It's
Mm-hmm.
clean. It's safe. That I can trust this hotel or this area where I am, and then let's explore. I
Gotcha,
wanna I
gotcha.
wanna go and look for authentic food. I don't want that fried chicken and all that. I see people go on vacation and they're going for McDonald's stuff that you have home. What's the whole point? You need to
Right,
try the
right.
good food. At least tomorrow you can say, oh, you know what? I had Colombian food. It was good. I have Peruvian food. Exactly. So I'll go
Mm-hmm.
look for authentic food. I would ask the hotel, give me a list of things that people can do here. Then I pick. You know,
Mm.
away from those, high rise kind of thing where you sliding, which I'm still having come around to know I'm afraid of heights.
Okay. Well, there's nothing. There's no problems with that. I mean, I've worked towards zip lining. I've
Oh man.
worked towards. I haven't done bungee jumping yet.
Woo,
Um,
I don't know about that.
yeah, that's a whole nother
that's
story.
that's a that's a whole new story. Like, I mean, I'll do the zip lining, but I will be screaming. But the bungee jumping, maybe in another 40 years.
So
No thanks.
where's been the most interesting place you've been? Like you said, your favorite places to visit is Haiti and France, and then you've mentioned the four places that you are on your bucket list. What's been your most interesting experience that you said, wow, I didn't expect that?
Well, when I went to DR, I could actually say, because that was like 2 years ago. I went all by myself. I don't know anyone. And I've been to DR, but it was like the closest part to Haiti. I've been to Punta Cana, which was like, way far off. It's not like I can say, oh, you know what, I'm going to take a taxi and go to Haiti.
Right,
That would
right.
take me buses and all that extra stuff to get to Haiti. So I had no choice but to stay there for 7 days. So what I did, I was like, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm not going to see it as, okay, you here by yourself, you must be, this, think, or negative, how it goes. So I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself. Wake up in the morning, have breakfast, and then I'll go on excursion every day. I try something different. I went on a yachting that take us to a little island. They tell us all the stories. It was really nice. Besides the fact that I bust my ass on that thing, everybody was dying. And I got up, I was like, I'm okay. And everyone's like, she's
Those are
I
the
had to do
best
that. It was so
stories.
embarrassed because there was a lot of people sitting there, and here I am. Because they take you to one boat to another big one. So from transferring over, it was already all slippery. Oh man, I spent the rest of the stairs on my butt. Like, it was terrible. But I make the best of it. I met a lot of people. I met people from Africa, from Paris, from New York, which we're still friends, and we look out for each other. We didn't know each other, but once we got to the island, we stick together. We were talking about politics, culture, all kinds of stuff, and we still stay in contact. So whoever wants to go in any, let's just say if they're coming here to Atlanta or whenever they're in New York or whatever, so it's like, let me know. I'll tell you which way to go, what to do, this and that, or I can meet you there, whatever. So it's cool. I mean, I grow a lot from that trip. I know a whole lot about myself, that even I go to these parties that I'm drinking, I'm talking to everybody, but at the same time, I'm aware of my surrounding. I'm aware of things, so because I don't have my friends to tell me, Sabine, okay, you're getting drunk, let's go. So I was always comfortable and nice. I'll go and eat by myself, and people come and talk to me. Or they would invite me, we're doing this thing, you want to come, or we're going to go to this grot, like, the cave and stuff. This lady, she planned out a whole bunch of stuff for me to do with her. I was like, wow. And she's not even Spanish. She's from Alabama.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. And she was like, I love your personality. I see you sitting by the bar a couple of times. So I like how you talk to these people, although the bartenders did not speak a word of English, but for some reason we were communicating.
Yeah, they know tequila, they know
exactly.
Tito's, they know you say it, they know exactly what it is that you need.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a quick question, right? So one of the things that is a hot topic, especially on the island, is there are Americans refusing to visit the Dominican Republic because of how the DR is treating Haitians.
Yeah.
Right. So what is your thought on that? Because I think, there's a long-standing history between the both sides of the island where one treated the other one way, and in rebuttal they treat the other a different way. So
that's
having gone to the DR, did you see blatantly this happening, or it's still something you see at the frontier?
No, that I always know, but it's just that I witnessed this firsthand, which I was a bit upset because the hotel that I stayed in, I met this guy that was selling painting, like, stuff, souvenirs and stuff. So I went in, it was like next door. So I woke up one morning after breakfast, I walked there. I was like, let me see what they have in there. And then I'm looking at his painting, beautiful stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, these are really nice. And he was like, yeah. And he was telling me he's from Haiti. Come to find out he's from the north side. Oh, wow. It's like I bought a lot of stuff from him. And I was like, what time are you done working? When you're done, you can come and have a drink with me next door. And he was like, no, I can't do that because they know I work here. And once my shift is done at 6, that's it. I can't even hang there, even if I say you my family member. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was one of the...
Yeah, because when I was there, I was, what I was told was, as long as you're working, they treat you okay while you're working. But once you're out of work, you gotta be home. It's almost like they have a curfew type of thing.
Yes, they do. And it's so funny. They even do that in Haiti too.
Mm-hmm.
And Labadie, when the boats are coming, no Haitian can actually go in Labadie unless you work there.
Oh, wow.
So last time I was there, I ended up going because my cousin knew people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But we had to show our passport showing that American in order for them to let us go in. This is ridiculous. Like, this is my country, and you're telling me I need to have an American passport to.
Well, it's Royal Caribbean's country. Labadie is owned by those cruise ships. So I wanna bring us to current day today, right? Mm-hmm. COVID hits. Where were you when COVID hit?
Oh, I was home. Then I've been home. I stayed home. I went to New York. I mean, I spent my birthday at home. Okay. So it's like, that's when they shut everything down. You couldn't really, they had curfew. You couldn't really go out.
When's your birthday?
March 28th.
What? March 22nd. My birthday is March 22nd. Yes. Yes. Amazing people.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I usually travel for my birthday. So last year I was in Morocco.
That's me too.
And so I'm like, I can't go nowhere. I gotta just celebrate in the house because my dad is the 16th. I'm the 22nd. So we were literally stuck in the house for both of our birthdays.
That's nice. At least you had your dad there with you. I mean, I didn't stress it much. I was like, you know what? I've been traveling for a while, especially around my birthday. I'm always somewhere. But I figure at least I'm alive. I'm healthy. And I'm home. So I would have plenty of time to, instead of be out there, do crazy things and get sick. And then next thing you know, you're gone. So you never have the chance to, But I learned a whole lot being at home, and I master my cooking. I do all kinds of stuff that I can actually cook full-blown Haitian food. I was like,
oh snaps! Oh,
yes, indeed. I mean, I know,
Sabine
but
is inviting us all into her house.
Yes,
to
indeed.
cook some Haitian food.
Yes,
so
I mix all kinds of stuff.
Did you have any plans prior to?
I was supposed to go. I was planning on going to Spain and go to New York. None of that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. And my brother's supposed to get married, so that was one of the weddings that I was supposed to be in. That didn't happen. So it's like a lot of stuff had to push back. And I was supposed to go to Haiti in August for my cousin's wedding. That didn't happen either. So it's like, okay, so we will make it up next year. Hopefully things is better.
So how are you adjusting now with outside slowly opening up, masks haven't been worn everywhere?
Even so, if it's not someone I know, family member or friends, I'm not that excited to let me go to a bar because I'm bored. Mm-hmm. It's not the same feeling. Mm-hmm. Walking in the place, you need to wear a mask. I can barely breathe with the thing on. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather drink at home. I'm good. I'll FaceTime someone.
Exactly. You can have your own Zoom party. Yes. You can have all these different parties. And
I don't mind it. I mean, it didn't bother me at all. Like, I would spend weeks, I don't even come out. And my neighbor's like, wow, Sabine, we hardly see you. I'm okay. I'm watching all kinds of movies. You know what I did? I watch movies in other countries. Like, the movie will be shot in Spain, somewhere in Italy. They speak in completely different language. I'm going off subtitles. I'll sit there, watch all kinds of movies. That gives me so much I need to think about that country. Like, wow, it's so nice there. Definitely, I need to check out that place. And I'm Googling that spot, the name, the hotels and everything. So I'm okay.
Wow, that's dope. That's actually a dope thing to do. Like, I never really thought about that.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
And I'll write a whole list of things of that country. I even download all the songs if they have nice songs. Like, they have this movie that says, what's that? It shot somewhere in Paris, like in a countryside of Paris. It's called, what is it? Cougars. Women over 40. I was like, seriously? I mean, you should see where they were staying. It was so beautiful. I was like, definitely, whenever I go, I'm going to try to get to that area. The view was beautiful, the water, everything, the food. Although the movie was really good. I like non-American movies because you can with American movies, you can actually tell what's gonna happen. It's like you see this guy, most likely he's gonna end up with her, and then oh well, start crying in the rain, a whole bunch of nonsense. I like movies that have twists and turns that makes me think like, wow, what just happened?
Okay. So that's like I said, that's a dope perspective. So you improved your cooking during COVID. You kind of sort of learned another language through reading subtitles.
Oh yes, and I do a lot of handiwork. I put my dining set together.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so you had time.
Oh, I had too many times. Too much time that I'm not like, what else I need to work on?
So as far as travel tips, what would be a tip that you would tell somebody who's trying to travel or starting to travel? Because, I think a lot of people get intimidated by the travel experience or the travel lifestyle now and think
I say
everything's about a passport. What do you think that?
Yeah, I mean, well, first you need a passport everywhere you go. I don't care if the country doesn't require a passport, just in case. You know what I mean? And you do your research. Let's just say you want to go to Spain or whatever, or you want to go to Africa. Okay, I want to go to Africa. Which part of Africa I want to go to? And then once you get there, what else is there to do? Because I know Expedia has this thing like what to do there. You can get the ideas from there. You don't pay it, and once you get there, you get it way cheaper. Because they have a list of things you can do in whatever country you go in. And then once you get there, there's people who are selling it in the street. You can actually, fet discount on some IKEA or go on, and you pay less price. And you check out the food. What are their main dish? Maybe I should go try that. That looks good. You read about how's the weather there? What else do I need to wear? And what are the basic words? Thank you. Good morning. Excuse me. Where's the bathroom? Help.
What are your thoughts on road trips? I mean, right now with, the borders being closed, like, are you a big proponent, like person that promotes road trips? Okay.
I love road trips. I do a whole lot of road trips with my friends, and it's fun. First, you make sure that you started on good notes. You guys have, jokes. Music is a thing. You know what I mean? Music will start a whole conversation. Because by listening to certain music, now you remember, oh, wow, remember when we were we're in that place. Remember what happened to that club, this and this. And then there you go. You learn your friends. You learn whoever is on the trip with you. That's why you have plenty of time. You fall asleep. You like me on road trip. I'm another level. I will start talk a whole lot. My best friend will tell you that she's so annoying. I will talk a whole lot, and then next thing you know, you don't hear from me. I'm knocked out. The next thing you know, I got up. I start talking again. Who does that?
Hey, you're trying to make sure the driver stays awake.
Absolutely, that was always one of my things.
Me as a driver, always appreciate it because the one thing that kind of bothers me sometimes is when you look over and look back, everybody asleep, and so it sometimes fall into the driver's lap to try to stay awake, and sometimes that's more harmful than not. So,
but you can't really blame them after a whole bunch of conversation. They tend to get bored. You start getting bored when nobody's talking.
Yes.
Because now you start seeing things. But that's when when it's serious.
That's when you need to pull over and take a nap with everybody.
You need to pull over and get someone to take over. But it's a great experience. It's fun. You have to always make sure you're sitting comfortable. And you can stretch. You can, when if it's in a crowded car, I don't think it'll be as much fun.
Yeah. So what do you have coming up? What do you have going on that you want people to look out for?
For trips or like right
just
now?
In general.
In general. I'm kind of studying to get my broker's license, not real estate, customs broker's license.
Okay.
That's in next month. And that's what we're supposed to be studying.
And can you kind of educate the viewers? What does that mean exactly?
So I would be able to import and export in and out of the country.
Okay.
I can open my own business. I can actually sponsor.
Allow a business to use.
We can allow other business
able to submit
logistics. Yeah.
Customs
Mm-hmm.
on behalf of importers.
You should be saying that.
So tell your friend she needs to be the guest the next time around.
She knows that.
She's feeding you all the information.
Definitely. Oh, yes. She's gonna turn into
send her the link.
Soon.
Send her the link so she can book her the next interview.
Absolutely, you are next, DJ La.
Yes, sir.
And her English is way better.
Oh, you've been talking perfect. Your English is perfect.
Well, it's a whole lot of work, you know. Normally, I switched to Creole a long time. My friend used to tell me, "Stop acting like an immigrant," but I am an immigrant.
So, how long have you been here?
In the country? I just love the question. I just got off the boat. No, 25 years.
You would just come for 25 years?
Yes. I mean, I came, well, not here in Atlanta. I came to New York when I was 15. So I went to high school in Queens.
Oh wow.
Oh,
okay.
That was another story.
Oh, we got stories for days. We need a whole nother podcast for that.
Oh man, you need a whole weekend for this.
Sabine is about to start her own podcast reflecting the last 15 years of being in the United States.
Oh my God, I have some stories.
I'm looking forward to it. Just let me know when you put it out there, all right?
Yes, I'll definitely keep you posted. You would definitely be on there too, because we would need you.
Oh, I appreciate it
to give
so
us
much.
all the expertise on the Lalo. Oh, we need to do something like that.
Oh
Seriously.
yeah, I'm about to have my mom start. I'm gonna have her on the show, so she can show people her cooking.
Absolutely, I would definitely look towards that for sure.
Yeah, but she don't like nobody in the kitchen.
Oh man,
she don't like nobody in the kitchen, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have to put like secret cameras.
The old Haitian.
Yeah, they're like, stay out of my kitchen. I'm like,
they even speak a different language.
Oh
my
yeah,
aunt would say some stuff. I'm like, huh?
Yep, that proverb is crazy. Wapon George, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's real.
So what's your favorite Haitian dish?
Lambi. Well, that's just me. I like the whole seafood platter thing. I'm all about seafood. But I do like Julie Blanc and sauce panois.
Okay. So if you were to get the lambi, would you get the lambi with di colapoi, di sauce panois, di sauce rouge, or would you get it with di jonjon with some shrimp in it?
Ooh, I like that too. I would definitely, and I also like it to be grilled too. Like you can grill the shrimp.
Grill the shrimp. Okay.
Yes, but definitely I like Julie Blanc and sauce panois. That's I made that yesterday actually.
So Sabine's friend, make sure she posts this lambi at Jela.
DJ La.
TJ La?
DJ La, yes.
DJ La.
Oh, DJ La. Oh, it's DJ La.
DJ La. Oh, excuse me. DJ La.
I know. I usually call
Make sure Sabine posts the food that she cooked the other day, because she's keeping it all to herself.
The thing is, I had to set it up for it to look nice. I didn't do any of that. I was too busy eating it. So I was like, next time.
You're like, I didn't have that shit.
Because you want to use nice dish, get the right angle, the right light, so they can see the whole food.
I got you.
Because sometimes
thank you. Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Sometimes you would go and try a food just by looking at the pictures.
You're right.
If it's looking all kind of raggedy, it's like, I don't know.
Well, I definitely want to thank you for jumping on. For someone who is saying they're camera shy, you are just radiant on camera. So I just wanted to let you know that. And this was this was a dope conversation. You brought a lot of energy, and I really appreciate it. All right.
Thank you so much.